Business Insider finally got a ride in the RoboTaxi, and how did it go? Well, let's just say Business Insider, so that's not great, but they did a remarkably fair job, I think. Maybe not. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the article, and you can tell me what you think. I'm Brian. Welcome to Future Ozza. So this article by Lloyd Lee, I think, did a pretty balanced job of it. Tesla's been testing its RoboTaxi service in Austin with a limited number of invitees. Business Insider joined one of them for a series of rides, and the rides were mostly smooth, but BI, which I don't know, maybe that's body index or bowel index. Oh, Business Insider encountered 3 human interventions during the rides. So they flew to Austin, took 5 trips in total, that my rider companion and I found mostly smooth. There were some bumps. We encountered 3 issues, including one in which the RoboTaxi began to drive the wrong way onto an empty one-way street clearly marked "Do Not Enter." I haven't seen that behavior from RoboTaxi, but I have seen it from Waymo. I guess I'm not surprised. I should be surprised, but it seems to be something that they're kind of struggling with. Since the end of June, Tesla has been testing RoboTaxi, the ride-hailing service that, it must said, the RoboTaxi is part of Tesla's roadmap to becoming a full-fledged AI and robotics company. Agree. The service is still in its early stages. Limited number of Model Ys navigate Austin roads, and a safety operator sits in on every ride. Correct. So, as you may know, a lot of the early access people have been very hesitant to let the media even talk to them, because the media has a habit of being less than forthcoming when it comes to these things and only showing the bad stuff. I suggested to a number of people that they take the X approach. If you email with media inquiries of X, they respond with a poop emoji automatically. Maybe that's what they should do. So Vu Kong, a resident who manages a dental group and invests in Tesla on the side, lives in the area, signed up on the website, was able to get early access. Kong seems to be one of the few invitees who aren't a Tesla or EV influencer with a large social media presence. I would agree with that. He told me he just signed up. I was pretty impressed, said Vong, about how consistent the rides were. They were all pretty smooth, and I felt safe in all of them. By the 3rd time, I just forgot I was in an autonomous car. I was doing meetings in the car, taking Zoom calls, etc. So yeah, I took 2 half-hour rides and 3 shorter rides. Pickup times weren't always consistent. Well, that I'm not worried about. This is the early days. They're just testing it out. This isn't a fully fleshed out network. This is more than a proof of concept. It's a live public beta. Pickup times weren't always consistent, and the app had a few glitchy moments. Okay, that's good feedback. Tesla will be going up against pickup times of less than 10 minutes and relatively low prices from Uber. Well, really? I mean, they're more expensive than the RoboTaxi today. RoboTaxi is certainly going to charge more in the future. As you know, they started at $420 a ride, nice, and now that the map is larger, they've moved up to $690 or 69 dimes a ride, nice. But that's likely to change as the map gets bigger still. Business Insider reached out to, Tesla did not respond to a request for comment. Correct. They don't respond to me either. They don't respond to anybody. So first, the new Tesla 2025 Model Y feels great. Always appreciated how spacious Tesla feel, thanks to the glass roof that allows light in. The seats are comfortable enough, but I wondered why Tesla didn't go with bright white seats for the cars that will presumably be taking on a lot of passengers. The seats are synthetic leather, so maybe that's easy to maintain. Well, the white ones are also synthetic leather, but okay. Throughout the rides, I saw an autonomous driving system that can be safe and confident in its maneuvers. Tesla, unlike its competitors, relies on external cameras and neural nets to navigate its environment. Yeah, vision only. Our car maintained a safe distance with the cyclist, recognized construction zones that are rampant in Austin, and could judge when to make turns when there was oncoming traffic. Yeah. So human interventions. Well, despite the smooth experience, I encountered a few disengagements, moments when the safety operator inside the car or a remote support agent had to intervene. Two of the RoboTaxi disengagements occurred on the very first route. Let's see. At the start, it was attempting to pull out of the parking lot. A message appeared on the console. Our team has identified an issue and is working to resolve it. A remote agent connected saying, it looks like the vehicle isn't making any progress. Everything okay? Yeah, the operator quietly turned to us and nodded his head, nudging us to talk. It was unclear what caused it to be stuck. Yeah, it was just stuck in the parking lot. No oncoming cars, the roads were quiet, and then the wheel jerked, the car came back to life. The RoboTaxi inched forward and slammed on the brakes. I don't know. Something happened. Second disengagement, 20 minutes in the ride when Kong changed the route to return to his office. Safety operator inside the car touched the screen to pause the ride. While I was talking, I hadn't noticed the RoboTaxi began to head the wrong way down an empty one-way road marked with signs that said do not enter. So that's a big one. Safety operator did not talk to us. And then when he clicked resume ride, the operator stopped it again because in the back seat, after the safety supervisor, the safety occupant pressed knock it off, in the back seat it said resume ride, and he's like, yeah, resume it. The guy in the front's like, knock it off. So anyway, they were supposed to wait for another remote agent who quickly helped us, made a 3-point turn to go the correct direction on the one-way. I hope that's on camera. There is a video in here, so I'm assuming that we get to see it. The app indicated that the vehicle would drop us off close to the destination, which required a 10-minute walk to get the rest of the way. That's unusual. I haven't heard of it being like that. Can you guys find other examples from other people who've had walks that long? I'd like to see more of that and see if this is a one-off. But again, I'm assuming all of this is recorded. We can check it out. Vehicle soon pulled over. And another remote agent. I want to let you know, so on their third disengagement, it rerouted, but the route it selected would have taken them out of their fence. Car stopped, pulled over and stopped. Remote agent came on and said, yeah, we're going to reroute it so that it doesn't go outside the fence. Now, I don't think that issue is a long-term issue because the fence will get larger and the car will better understand its limitations. I think that's a growing pain issue, similar to the long wait time. Other RoboTaxi limits, well, pickup times were for the most part under 10 minutes, but on Wednesday afternoon, it took nearly 30 minutes to get picked up. Right. On Uber, you won't have that because if Waymo's not available, they just send you a person. It's the same network. So with this, there would have to be enough vehicles deployed for that to work. Kong attempted to find another car with a shorter pickup time, but it wouldn't work. During our fourth ride in the upper part, Kong, who's lived in the city for 5 years, said the RoboTaxi was taking a longer route to avoid a shorter route that would have been on the highway. So it seems that it's avoiding the highway. So yeah, normally we'd hop on the highway, hop off. It didn't. Are Waymos using the highway yet? I know we've seen them tested. I don't know if we've seen them deployed. So it's unclear why it avoided the highway. Yeah, I would like to know. I think the highway is FSD's strongest suit. Kong added that the drop-off location could be improved. So a work in progress, and this is a little feather in the cap of Business Insider. My colleagues and I at Business Insider closely reported on the RoboTaxi race, trying to push out autonomous systems, the bold promises Musk has made around self-driving. I've also compared FSD to the company's advanced ADAS, FSD, to Waymo with my colleague. I walked away impressed that FSD could navigate San Francisco. So let's see, now we've got, so the company's indicated that the Austin service is a pilot launch, and disengagements are not uncommon when a RoboTaxi company is testing before deployment to the wider public. Waymo had 300 disengagements in California, but in 2021, although that data only includes very early engineering test vehicles, Texas doesn't require you to report that. So how many disengagements does Tesla have? Well, we don't know. How many things that have risen to the level of an incident? We don't know. How many vehicles are in use? We have to guess. Somewhere between 11 and 35 is the high number I've heard, but it's probably between 11 and 18 right now. So they don't report that. And apparently they've been not concerned with that part of it. Waymo, of course, looking to provide, they're providing something like 250,000 rides a week between San Francisco, Atlanta, Austin, and Los Angeles. That's a lot of rides. Of course, Tesla's nowhere close to that, but they will continue expanding it as the confidence in the operator system improves. That could be next week, that could be next month, that could be next year. So those are all factors to consider. My question to you is, was this Business Insider article fair? Because to me, it felt pretty fair. If all of those things happened, which I do believe they did, I do believe they're in the video that I did not have time to watch. Unfortunately, I'm at a family reunion. Got a shirt with my picture on it that was made. The boys, we all have them. We match. We look fantastic. We look amazing. So those are all things I would ask you guys, was Business Insider fair? I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel, for giving me enough nickels that I could actually take my family to a family reunion. It's been expensive. Feeding 6 people on the road is cruel and punishing. And my family has expensive tastes, not my kids. They get what they get. But my siblings and cousins, and they all have, we go to places that I wouldn't necessarily go to. That's a whole thing. So thank you for supporting me and continuing to support me and making all of this possible. Guys, please subscribe. If you get value out of this, it would mean the world to me, and it costs you nothing. Everybody else, leave a comment. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots on the Flippity Flop.